So, is this something that we should probably hold off? Oh my goodness, what are those? Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Valheim. Now, it's been a little while since our last episode, but in that downtime, I tried to be productive, so we are currently only 4 beehives short from completing our little circle thing that we had going on. I've also gathered up a whole bunch of crops, so right now we are going through our turnips. So once these are done, we should have a fair bit of backlog ready to go. We are going to have to continue planting just so that we don't accidentally run out, but we have that stuff kind of squared away now. I've also gone through and gathered up a whole bunch of metals, so we have a bunch of copper left over that we haven't smelted. We have a little bit of tin and iron left over, as well as some more copper in that thing there, but the bulk of it is all inside of our base right now. So if we take a look in here, I've added in some more of the reinforced chest everywhere because we just had so much iron laying around. But right now, we have a bunch of stacks of iron, we have a couple stacks of copper and tin, and this should hopefully hold us over for quite a while. So that way we don't have to go farming anymore. We are going to have to start getting into the next metal, which is going to be in the mountains here in a second. But once we start messing with that, we can start potentially building with the iron, maybe. I'm not too sure what we'll do with that. We've also been attacked with one of the raids that spawned in the drakes. So we got some of the freeze gland thingies. I've avoided going to the mountains completely. These guys just came for a raid, and that's why we have some of that stuff built up right now. And then if we head on downstairs, our storage system, or our storage area, is all separated out now. It all has the big boxes, so we have 2 chests per item now, which is pretty good, especially for the stone. We have a whole lot of that backlogged right now, so everything is going well so far. We have 2 of these guys down here so that we can make potions a little bit quicker, or yeah, potions, right? A little bit quicker. We have some already backlogged so that we are ready to go into the mountains here in just a minute. And we can also take a look at our bedroom, which I tried to decorate a little bit so that it's not as empty here. So with our throne, I added in some rugs and some little gold piles here. I've also added in a death counter so that we can keep track of that a little bit easier. Anyways, though, the next thing that we got to do is find the next boss location. We've also got a little raid kicking off here, so let's actually do one of these real quick so that we can go fight them. Let me take care of these guys in 2 seconds, and why is there fire? Oh, the little dudes that spawn out of the fire portal, right? That dropped the coal and stuff. I think it's who was attacking our base. Yeah, pretty sure. Okay, hold on. Let me deal with these guys real quick, and then we can try and plan out where we need to go next, because we have to head on over to the mountains and stuff to get the next location for the next boss. I've not had these guys attack our base before. This is kind of cool. All right, well, like I was saying before we were interrupted there, the next boss location is going to be located in the mountains. So what we need to do is find some of those, which we have a couple already discovered. So we have a little one on the island that we're at right now. We also have another one on the island that we were gathering our copper from. So we have a big one right there. We have a little tiny section right here that might not be anything, but we can go there and check it out. We also have one on this island as well, near the area that we haven't uncovered yet. So we have at least potentially 3 to 4 mountain areas that we can go take a look at and see if we can find the boss location from there. Well, let's see what the mountain biome has for us here. I accidentally activated bone mass already, so that's not great for us. But we have a burial chamber in the mountain. That's kind of cool. Let's get rid of these guys real quick so that we don't have them chasing after us. And let's see. There's most likely going to be a couple drakes, which I've had to deal with once already, like I said, so we should be fairly good with dealing with them. It wasn't too big of an issue. And since we have the frost potion going right now, that's also another thing that we don't really have to worry about. Let's activate this. It should show us. This is probably the wrong weapon. Oh, never mind. It's apparently the good weapon for that. I didn't realize that would be good. I want to actually try our sword as well. We are able to kill that thing with a couple hits there, and we're able to one-shot it with a crit with our sword. So the sword is going to be the primary in this area. But what we want to do now, while we're walking around, right, is try and keep an eye on our character, because now that we have the wishbone activated, we should have like little pulsating beams coming off of our character to show that there is metal under us. So I'm going to try and pay attention for that. It doesn't look like this biome is actually all that big. So yeah, is this going to be anything? That's just going to be normal stone. I don't see any drakes flying around. It's also very, very, very bright. Holy cow. Let me see. Yeah, this is already done and over with. We're going back down the hill there. Let's head this way real quick. There is a little bit of a peak. Maybe there's something there. If not, we can go that way a little bit. There's still a little fog of war in that direction, so we can go check that as well. Well, I ran around the entire mountain here, and I'm not having our wishbone trigger at all. So either the range on this thing is very small, or there's a button I might have to be pressing for it to be like scanning the area. I'm not too sure, but I didn't have any of it trigger in this area. So we're just going to move on to the next mountain. In the future, though, if we do need more wolf pelts, there just seems to be a whole ton of them spawning here, so we can just farm them in that area if we do need them in the future. Right now, we currently have 11 pelts and one of the heads. Well, the little mountain had absolutely nothing, no wolves, no metals, so now we're on to the bigger one that's close by, and we got hit with a storm. So if the visibility was bad before with the sun, it's a little worse with the snowstorm now. That's great. I'm going to try and see if we have a little building close, because we're a little ways away from our portal. I want to plop one down real quick on the edge of this, so that way if we do end up dying to these wolves, I don't have to run back here and try and get up here and do all that stuff. All right, well, the portal is in place here. Let's run around the mountain and see if we can find some metal here. If we also don't get lucky on this mountaintop, then I'm going to very quickly go look up how the wishbone works, because I might not be using it correctly here. I thought I just heard a wolf in this direction, but I don't see it. Could be one right down the hill, maybe? Nope, that's not one. That's just the rock peeking through. This mountain is actually kind of huge. That's great for us. There's a whole bunch back that way, too. Yeah, okay, cool. So hopefully we have some good luck here. It looks like we might have some stone right here. Yeah, we got some obsidian. That's something new. So let's try and get there, and hopefully our iron pick is able to harvest this. That would be fantastic. It is indeed. Good. Okay. So let's get some of that. We can make frost arrows, obsidian arrows, poison arrows, a tool shelf. There was something else as well there that I missed, but now we have another thing that we can craft. That's great. So we found one of these previously, but it was in the swamp and it was flooded. So now it's not flooded, and oh, I was really hoping it would be like a crypt or something that we can go into. It's just a little thing with some stuff down here. Cool. We got onion seeds. That's great. We can use those. I'm going to take the arrows. I guess we'll take that stuff too. We're not super heavy just yet. Is it worth maybe bringing a portal and then closing off the top of this maybe? Maybe. Maybe not. I'm not too sure. I'm actually going to double back to our portal and go sleep through the night, because I imagine this is probably going to be very bad having swarms of wolves coming and attacking us. So I want to be on the safe side here and not get murdered over and over again, so give me just a second. So before we actually head back to the mountains here, let's actually upgrade our base a little bit with the things that we just got. So we need 4 iron, and that gives us the tool shelf, which is going to level up this thing again. And yeah, we can place it there. It's going to interact with the workbench. That's fantastic. Can I place this behind that thingy? Would be cool. No, it's going to hit the hitbox on it. Okay. So we'll place this over here. Is that going to interact with it still? No, we can't place it there. Dang it. All right, well, we'll place it over here then. That's fine. It's not really great because it's kind of clipping through the wall there, but it'll work for right now. I might move that later on. And then let's take a trip upstairs again. We are going to be swapping out our bed as well as our throne. So let's get rid of that guy. And let's very quickly see. Do we have enough stuff on us to craft up the new throne? We do indeed. So let's plop that guy right in the middle of this stuff like we had the last one. Should be good there. And yep, not too far back on the wall there. That's good. We also want to place down the bed, which we are 1 nail short. Ooh, okay. Let me actually craft up a nail then, because we don't have any extras laying around. That should take like 2 seconds here. Let's do one of those. And let's get a set of nails going. That's great. By doing this, though, we might have to move that troll head. Or actually, no, that still kind of works. Okay, so let's get this somewhere like that. And yeah, we'll try and move the troll head, see if we can actually place it on the bed frame. That would be kind of nice. And then are we able to shove this? We are. So let's shove it right there. And then let's take this guy again, and hopefully, let me claim the bed. Can I hit that hitbox again? There it is, right there. We are looking for number 7. It is the wrong way. Dang it. Okay, well, let me fix this real quick. I'm going to mess with the troll head as well, so give me just a second here. All right, well, we got our bed back into place here. I'm going to very quickly teleport back on over to the mountains and start looking for metal again because I accidentally activated bone mass yet again. I have the hotkey linked to a button that I've kind of burned into my head as crouch. So I went to sit down in the game here and I activated bone mass. So that was my bad. Not playing this game for about a week and a half. I forgot the hotkeys already, so that's going to be happening for a couple more hours here until it's burned back into my head. But I am going to run over there and see if I can get some stuff going here. We did find that little like well thing, so hopefully we find more of those with some more of the onion seeds or something else that may be special in this area. That would be kind of nice. Well, I've not had any luck with the metal just yet, but we do have one of the drakes right in front of us, so let's hopefully kill that thing before it comes over here. And cool, instant kill, nice. So there's a wolf somewhere over here as well, howling away, but I don't see it just yet. So I'm going to continue up the mountain here. The mountain biome goes that way for a little while, so... Oh, there's our first ping. Hold on. Okay, that's a good sign. That's our first literal ping that we have seen so far running around these couple biomes here. So it should be like right here, no? We're standing right on top of that rock and it's pinging. Right, surely it's going to be down here, not in the rock that I probably can't break. Or is it going to go this way, maybe? Let's see if it pings up on top more. Oh, yeah, it pinged again. Okay, so we're going to try and find it by it going faster and faster, I believe is how it works. So it's definitely this way because it's getting faster. Okay, so it's going to be probably right here on top of the mountain. Yeah, it's pinging a whole bunch. All right, that's a good sign. Let's press the right button here. I don't want to burn potions. Let's see if we go down a little bit and see if we can find it, maybe. That'd be great. Or maybe we're not on top of it just yet. I was thinking it would be like right near the surface, but I mean, it's still getting faster and faster, so maybe we are a little off. Or actually, no, there we go. Silver vein. Good. So is this going to be like zinc or tin, or is it going to be like copper with the big veins? It is going to be like copper, I think. It looks like there's still a whole chunk there. Yeah, there's still more underneath here. That is awesome. All right. I am going to plop one of these things here for right now. We will come back to this. I don't want to load up on it right now because I'm not sure if it's going to be super heavy. Actually, we didn't grab any. Let me get one piece at least. There we go. Cool. And we got 2 from that. All right. So the range on that thing is actually kind of big, right? Because it was triggering down there. So I feel confident that I didn't walk past any in the other 2 biomes that we were already in. So I'm going to hold on to that one. We'll come back to it in a little bit and hopefully harvest it completely here. But I also want to finish exploring this mountain range just to see if we got anything else here that is worth our time. Oh, I think we got our second one here. It's going again, so that's great. It's getting a little bit quicker here and a little bit slower there. All right, so it's going to be like right here somewhere. That's fantastic. We got 2 pieces in this area. Oh, actually, I wonder if it's not actually silver that it's triggering on. It might be this stuff. Yep, I think it was the skeleton because it immediately turned off once we grabbed that. That's a little unfortunate. And if I can get out of this hole, wolf, I'll show you what's what. You little wolf, get out of here. We have something right here that's glowing. What is this guy? Our stamina is garbage right now. Oh, you know what? It might be triggering on this thing. We have a dragon egg. This is the boss summoning thing that we need for... Or the item that we need to summon the next boss. So, we can't carry that right now? Why not? Oh, we don't have our belt on. That's why. Okay. So, we have something here. I don't know where. I'm just going to plop a question mark down. All right, well, anyways, I'm going to throw our belt back on because we are going to start the long trek back home. So we can't take this thing through a teleporter. It has a little thing crossed out, as well as the silver that we grabbed. So how much wiggle room do we got? We got like 20-something, 30-something pounds. So let's not grab anything else. I'm going to run back home and then see if we have enough silver right now, because we only have 2 pieces. We might be able to smelt the or make the cape. If I can make that as well before we come back over here, that would be fantastic. But yeah, hopefully we don't die on the way home. I'm going to try and get off of this mountain as quickly as I can. So we're probably going that way. It's going to take us right out of the biome, and then we should be kind of smooth sailing back home here. So now that we have the silver smelted down here, we can see the recipes, and it is going to be the same as the iron was. It's going to require 20 silver per piece. So that kind of stinks. We also need chains, which we have a couple laying around. I haven't used all of them that we have. So we could make the armor, probably not today with how difficult it's turning out to be to find these things. So that's probably going to happen later on. We also have a shield now that we can make. That's cool. We had another bow. Where did that thing go? Iron mace. The wolf fang, I think it was called. This guy, probably? Yeah, I think so, because it has silver in it. So that's something we can also make. We probably don't have any gunk. I'm pretty sure I probably used it for our banners, the little bit that we did have. And then, let's see, what do we need for the cape? The cape is kind of priority right now. And for that, we are going to need 4 silver. I should have grabbed more. I should have grabbed more silver before I headed back here. That probably would have been a smart idea. But you know what? That's fine. We know that we need 2 more, so we could potentially craft that. That's not really that big of an issue. Plop that over there. We are going to head back to the mountains once again. We still have a little bit more of that area to uncover. Not a whole bunch of it, but we do have that little area to try and find what our wishbone was triggering on. So I came back to dig out the silver deposit, and we had a stone golem just following us around. So I dug out a hole and shoved him in it. So we're going to see if we have the stuff to kill him. I'm going to try our mace first. And to try and be a little safe here, let's also activate bone mass. I don't know if that's going to be affected by this guy or not. But I don't really want to go down there with him. He did hit me, and he took a lot of our health off when I shoved him in there to begin with. Although that one didn't hurt too much. That's probably going to hurt. Didn't actually hurt too much. Okay, we got a crit hit there. This does not seem to be doing too well. Let's try our sword. That is not doing any damage. Okay, so let's try our pickaxe since it is a stone guy. Maybe that works. Maybe it doesn't because I didn't even do any damage to him. I'm gonna get out of this hole for 2 seconds. Hold on, buddy. And can we jump on top of him and then hit him? Yes, we can, but it's also not doing any damage. Or it was doing a little bit of damage, but not that much. So let's just stick with the mace. It seems to be doing fairly good. It's just about dead, and there we go. So now we can make a battle axe and something else. Didn't quite catch it in time. I was scratching my eye. But we got some silver ore down here. Oh, that's actually a piece of the golem. Okay. That's golem as well. So I'm going to dig this out, but before we do that, I'm going to run around and continue looking at the mountain here. I just didn't want this guy to accidentally despawn or something. Well, I grabbed a little bit more of the silver on our way home here, so now we're able to make this wolf cape. So let's get that rolling out here. And I think the deposits of this stuff aren't as big as the copper because I was having hits over and over again. So before the cut, right, we had a question mark up here where the dragon egg was. And with the little wishbone thing, I found 4 more deposits of silver. So I'm guessing they're not very big because they're very, very close together. One of them is even exposed. I think this one was exposed to the overworld there. So I'll go back and grab those. I got to grab this one still. I'm probably going to move a teleporter close by so that I can take a wagon and then load up that wagon and come home with it instead of running back and forth with an inventory of the stuff here. So let's equip... Oh, actually, hold on. How much is it to upgrade this guy? Only 2 silver and some more wolf pelts. That is doable. I'm not going to do that right now, though. Does this currently have more armor defense than our thingamabobber does? This has no armor defense at all? Am I seeing that correctly? Armor of 3. This has an armor of 1. Yeah, okay. So we take a little hit there, but it does give us the resistance against frost. So we are going to throw that thing on. Now, we shouldn't have to take these things with us. I am going to carry them just in case I'm not understanding that correctly. But that looks pretty cool, right? Nice and snazzy. Anyways, though, before we wrap up today's episode, I do want to try and build one last thing here. So when we picked up our silver, we unlocked a recipe for our cooking section for the cauldron there. So we want to place down this thing as well, which is then going to unlock more food recipes. So we need some core wood and some ancient bark, which we have all of that ready to go. I have so much ancient bark, man. I don't know what to do with it. Let's place this thing down, and we'll place it... we'll place it that way, right? I think, maybe? Don't really matter, right? That is then going to unlock the ice cream and wolf jerky. Nice. So this is going to be pretty good on stamina. Where is the jerky at? The jerky is going to be pretty good, just a default food. Not bad. That's going to be nice to have moving forward. I'm pretty cool with that. We got 4 more silver left over. Can we craft anything else with that? There's no other recipe. Oh, actually, this thing. This is one of the recipes that we just unlocked when we killed the golem guy. So drops would probably be where it's at. Dum-dum. Let's grab that, and let's see. These are going to be windows, right? We can use these in place of certain areas. I'm so afraid of breaking or removing anything in this building and just having it all collapse. Let's place this over here. And yeah, it's like a window. That's kind of neat. We can't place it on top of one another, so that might limit us with building stuff with it. Anyways, though, before we wrap up today's episode, I do want to finish clearing out the rest of the mountain. So let's upgrade our cape. We had 4 left over, and we need 4 to level it up again. Dang it. All right, well, we can't do that. We only had enough to do 1, so let's plop that over there. What is our armor rating now? It is at 2, so it's just about on par with our troll cape, so that is completely fine. All right, well, I think we have all of the silver discovered on this mountain. We're not having our wishbone trigger anymore, so I think we're good to go. What I'm going to do right now, before we wrap up, is sail our boat along this channel right here and see how far away the coastline is from the mountain, because if I can set up a little dock over here that I can teleport over here with, and then load up a wagon and run it down the mountain, and then load up our boat and just sail it back to our main base, that would be a lot better instead of loading up a wagon and then running it all the way from the mountain all the way here. So I'm going to sail over there real quick, see what we're working with, and then most likely move our portal that we have down right now over to that side so that we can just go back over there and then set up another set of temporary portals that we can use to get back and forth a little bit quicker here. So now that we're over here, what I want to do is build a little temporary shack that we're able to store our wagon in. It's not going to be something that we come back to very often, because once we're done with the silver and the obsidian on the mountain, I don't think there's really a reason to come back to it, unless that stuff for some reason respawns and then I'll farm it, but I highly doubt that. So we're not going to go too crazy with this thing. We just need a little building, so we're going to have these doors on it so that we can squeeze a wagon through. And for right now, do I want it right here on the coast? Probably not. Unless I can flatten out a nice little area, something like here maybe. That might be kind of doable. So yeah, let me, ooh, you know what, hold on, is this a build? That's not a building. We do have a meadows like right here, or like a flat open area right here. So you know what, let's actually use this little area. It's going to save me some time having to flatten out a massive area. And again, we're not really going to do anything with it once we're done, so it's not really worth dumping time into building something that's going to not really be used all that often here. So let me get a nice little thing squished down here, and then it's really not going to be that big, maybe like 3-4 wide. So something like that should work, and then we can plop... Oh, actually, we can't plop that there. I need a workbench. Kablamo for right now. So let me go ahead and throw something together here, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alrighty, well, with the placement of our forge here, that is our little outpost done. So this is where we're going to come back to fix our pickaxe over and over again. We need 1 more teleporter in here. We have the stuff, I just didn't bring it with me. And then we need to place one on top of the mountain as well so that we can get to the silver quicker. I've got to actually break our wagon again because I'm not going to run up the hillside with that thing. We'll just place it down up there and then throw it down the side of the mountain. Hopefully it doesn't break when it does that, so that'll be fun to figure out. But I'm going to go harvest all that silver here, and yeah, that's pretty much it for our little shack. We have a little barn type thing. We can just take it right to our boat, which is going to be very nice to take it all back to base. But for right now, let me go harvest that stuff up. And then once we're done with that, we can maybe craft up an armor piece or 2. It should be a decent amount of silver, unless they're really tiny, in which case we probably won't get that much. But we'll figure out what we have once we're done with all that. So give me a few minutes, and we'll see what we got here. Well, I'm just about done gathering the rest of the silver, and I stumbled across a cave. So I don't know what's going to be in here. It looks like a troll cave, but there's no trolls here, so that wouldn't really make any sense. And it's just this. That's it. That's kind of neat. Can we break this by chance? We can. Oh. So is this something that we should probably hold off? Oh my goodness. What are those? Hello. Okay, yeah, this is something that we will come back to next episode because I definitely don't have the time to do this today. We got wolf fangs. Ooh, neat. Oh, that's the boss location. Hold on. We're leaving, but we're not leaving just yet. There we go. Modar. What is it called? Something like that. All the way north of us. Couldn't be the direction. We have portals and stuff already going toward, huh, game? All right, well, we'll come back to this next episode and clear it. That's pretty cool. What are those? Are crystals like we're getting from the whatchamacallit guys. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I want to go ahead and gather up the rest of the silver and get our gear rolling here. So let me get that going. Well, I'm all packed up and ready to sail back to the base with the silver that we just gathered up. So this is all that we got from those 5 nodes. So hopefully it's going to be enough to make the stuff that we want. I would like to get the armor going as well as the bow. And then if we have any left over, we'll probably make the sword. There's no pickaxe, there's no axe, and there's no mace. So we don't have to worry about those things. We just want to make the armor and then maybe a weapon or two if we have enough of the silver ready to go here. So I'm going to sail back real quick, get some of this going, and then we are going to be actually heading back to that cave and trying to clear that before we wrap up today's episode. So I got just about all of that silver smelted down here, so let's start making the armor and stuff that we wanted to make. Actually, we might want to drop a couple of these back off real quick because we don't have the space once they're done getting crafted, but let's make the bow. That is going to be a little bit better than the bow that we currently have. Oh, it also has poison already on it, so that's going to come in handy. That's pretty nice. Let's get the chest piece going. Let's also get the helmet going. And is that all that we wanted from this section? We got a chest piece, a helmet. Is there no pants? Yeah, there is. Oh, we didn't grab the wolf fang. Okay, so let me go grab one of those real quick. There we go. Now we have a full set of the silver armor ready to go now. And let's see, is there anything else that we wanted to craft? I'm not too sure on the shield just yet. It does have better blocking armor, but it loses the parry bonus that we have right now with the one that we're using. We also wanted to craft up the sword, which we need some wood, some iron, some silver. We have the stuff to do that. All right, there we go. We have our silver sword put together, so that's going to come in handy. And now let's see how many upgrades we can do. We have a whole ton of silver, but I think the other stuff that's going to come into play is the lack of the wolf pelts right now. I don't have a whole ton of those left over. So let's see if we can upgrade all of our armor at least once. That would be nice. It looks like it's only 2 per. That one doesn't even need any. That's great. We could just fully upgrade that if we wanted to. Let's see. We are lacking silver again. Silver on that guy. Okay, let's take all of that if we can. Let's upgrade the rest of these. And what is it going to take to upgrade our sword, actually? Iron is what we're lacking. Okay, let's do a level of that as well. Oh, we can actually do 2. It's 40 silver a level. That is insane. It's now 60 silver. Oh, man, that's expensive. Okay, we still have another 116 in the chest not smelted yet because I don't have any more coal, so maybe let's not spend the 60 on that right now. It's already doing a ton of damage compared to our iron sword. We're doing 93 slash. This was doing 73. So I'll hold off on that for right now. I want to upgrade our armor. I think that's going to be a little more important. And what are we lacking now? We are lacking the wolf pelts, which we kind of realized. What do we need to upgrade this? We need gunk and ancient wood. Okay, let me dump a level, maybe, yeah, a level or 2 into our bow, and then that's it. We are good to go. I'm not going to level up anything else. We are running a little low on that, so we'll have to probably clear out one more mountain if we get lucky with several deposits again. And then we should be kind of good. I thought we looked pretty cool with just the wolf pelt on us, but with the full silver set, this looks pretty darn cool. So to wrap up today's episode, we are going to try and clear out that frost cave. I don't really know how big it's going to be, so instead of waiting until next episode and it just being like a 30-second thing, I figured we could go in there and clear it today just to get it out of the way. That way we don't end up doing that next episode, right? And it turns out to be nothing really all that exciting. So there was a pathway to the left here. That is just a dead end. We also got some crystals up there that I would like to harvest. Oh, I don't have to pickaxe them. Oops. Okay, I can just E on them. That's great to know. Let's grab those things. Let's get our stuff set again. That is another pathway that we can break open, so that's good. It's a little hard to see, but I probably should have brought my headlamp. I just want as much armor as I can get, though. So let's see what's behind the door. We've got a bunch of rooms. This is going to be massive, isn't it? It might very well be. We instant killed that guy. That's awesome. And we got a trophy. Sweet. Okay, so let's run through here. Hopefully it is... Oh, there's so many pathways and so many doors. I should probably leave this for next episode now that I'm going in here. All right, you know what? I'm actually just going to go ahead and clear this thing because I'd rather not wait until next episode to see what we get from here, especially now that we're getting stuff that is unlocking new recipes, right? We just got that Ferris hair, or Fenris hair, that we can see what that's going to give us. I don't think that's anything on the ground there. There was another doorway back this way. Got another one of these dudes in here. Oh, we didn't instant kill him. We've been instant killing everybody we've come across so far, though. And nothing there. Cool. All right, so let me just run through here real quick and see if there's anything super special in here. Like, I don't know if we're going to get different cores. I don't know if the cores spawn in here like the other little thingies that we can use for portals. So that'd be kind of nice to know. This has bones in it. This has entrails in it. This place is pretty nice so far. Oh, there we go. We just got something else. We got a claw. It unlocked more recipes. Is there a claw in here too that I missed? Not that I can see. Well, that first little section's done. This is through that little ice wall, and we have a couple more of these guys. Oh, a cultist. Oh, that's kind of cool. He's shooting fire. Can we kill him as easily as we're killing the other guys? I should probably activate my bone mass, right? That might be a safety thing we probably want to do, but we didn't die. We got a red jute. You know what? The wood is not important. We've got a red carpet and the little banner thing. Cool. We've also got a treasure chest unlock thing that we got a second ago from the one of the things we found on the floor. I got to activate my thing. I'm going to activate my thing once this guy's dead. I'd rather not die. Thank you very much. Let's try and be safe here. We might have to very quickly go back to our portal as well and just drop stuff off because we're already full on inventory space. I really wish there was like a backpack or something we can make. Maybe take the cape slot or something. I run out of inventory on this game so quickly. Yeah, we're already full. Okay. Ooh, our health. Pay attention to the health, dum-dum. Let's... Ooh, we got a chest. Okay, you know what? Let's dump it in there first. And then we can decide what we want to do next. Oh, there's a big spiral staircase down. This is gonna take a while to clear, isn't it? Oh, no. Okay, you know what? It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Let's take care of those guys. We're good. We got 99 health. We're fine. I think we're just about done with this place. I can't imagine it's going to be super massive. This is the second little, like, room in this secondary area, so... Yeah, I think this is also a dead end. So, yeah, that's the whole place completely looted already. That is fantastic. We got another set of these claws. That's good. I don't know how many we're going to need for crafting stuff, so that's going to be fun to realize here. I like that. I wish we can we make that? Is that a recipe we can make? It'd be kind of nice to have up on a wall or something. But, yeah, I think we're good. I'm going to grab some stuff from the chest that I don't want to leave here, and then we are going to head back to the base, see what we just unlocked, and then wrap up today's episode. So that was pretty decent to come in here. Glad I didn't delay that till next episode, because it wasn't really that big. So, good thing, I guess. So to wrap up today's episode, let's very quickly gloss over the stuff that we just unlocked from clearing that little dungeon. So we should have gotten some armor, but the armor is not there. And as far as the weapons go, I think we got an axe or something. I guess not an axe. These guys right here, the flesh rippers. Okay, so these are a double-handed weapon. Those could be very well. They have a 6 damage boost to the parry. That is a lot better than the shield and a lot better than the sword that we have currently. So these could be very well worth our time to make. I'm not quite sure. We will see. The hardest thing about these are going to be the claws. We only found 3 of them in that dungeon, so I imagine it's going to be a lot of dungeon clearing to get these things up and running. So those could be worth it. They could probably just be a complete waste of time. I don't really know. And that should, I think, be all that we got from that area. And then over on this workbench, we've gotten the armor. So we have a pair of pants and the coats. The coat gives us resistance to frost. The pants don't give us anything, but it does increase our movement speed. That would be really nice. And if we have a full set, it says it has 3 parts, but I only see 2 parts. Maybe we don't have the third piece unlocked yet. But if we have a full set, it gives us the ability to walk through fire, and it gives our melee a bonus 15 damage to our fist. So I wonder if that counts with the claws, or if it has to be our fist, like completely unarmed. If it's with the claws, that would be really nice, but if it's not, then that'd be kind of pointless to do as well. And I don't think there's anything else in the table here, so let's very quickly run upstairs because the rest of the stuff that we have is in the hammer menu. So if we open that guy up real quick, we have a treasure chest, which I can't actually craft right now because I don't have any rubies laying around. I went to the trader and traded in all of our gold so that we can have a bunch of gold to place down. That's why we have piles of gold in the corner right now. So that was my bad. Poor timing on my end. But yeah, we'll see what that looks like eventually. I just got to go clear a burial chamber, and we have the rubies to do that. I'm not really stressed about that. If we take a look at the other thing that we unlocked, which is in this menu. Nope, the other menu. We've got a rug, so that's neat. Let's get rid of these guys, and we can place that right about there. We have a nice little carpet in front of our throne now. Kind of neat. We also unlock the curtains as well as the standing braziers, so that's going to be kind of nice to use eventually. I don't know if I'm going to use them in this base because we are going to build a new one eventually. Not in this area. We're going to go to either the plains biome or the mistlands or something eventually and build a secondary base. This is just here to hold us over for the first couple areas, and then we'll move base eventually. Anyways, though, that is where we're going to be wrapping up today's episode. In between episodes, I am going to be double-checking all of the mountains that we went to today and see if there is any silver that I somehow missed, as well as the frost caves, because I didn't even see this one until I was about ready to leave the mountain. So I'm glad that I did catch it, and I'm glad that I did clear it, but I'm going to double-check each of these mountains and make sure that I didn't miss anything else. If I don't find anything on these mountains, I am going to be heading on over to this one and looting it as well. But if I find any frost caves, I'll leave them marked, and then we can probably clear them together or something. But as far as the silver goes, or any of the dragon eggs, I'm going to bring that stuff back to base if I do stumble across any of it. But for right now, that is going to be it. So I hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching!